800-279-0308. 800-279-0308 now, before the offer ends.
The Upper Peninsula's new CBS station, WZMQ 19.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, a Wilson man is sentenced in Delta County after being caught with a high amount of drugs last year. Plus, looking to solve a housing crunch, Ishpeming city leaders look to turn unused properties into new homes. And changes in U.S. policy cause alarm for experts concerning treatments for HIV. Your Night 2 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
All right, there's Kelly Rowland. Kelly, welcome. Good evening. Happy Monday to you. How's our weather looking right now?
Yeah, happy Monday to you as well. Things are pretty quiet for us right now. We are going to be seeing a system move through in the overnight, but if you are looking to get out and about, get anything done, run some errands, run to the grocery store, head out to dinner, we're looking good for this evening. Things are beautiful on our 19 News Sky Cam. Doppler Max pretty quiet. Temperatures right now still on the comfortable side, 34 for us in Marquette, 36 down to Menominee, 30 out to Newberry. But overnight that system moves through, could have some freezing rain, which means the roads tomorrow morning could be some icy on top of some snow. So we'll break down all your details and the rest of the week ahead in just a few.
Kelly, thank you very much. Today, Gogebic County School District canceled classes due to a bomb threat. Last night, Bessemer area schools received a voicemail stating that bombs had been placed at the high school. The district announced a closure for Monday out of an abundance of caution and contacted law enforcement. The Gogebic County Sheriff's Office and Michigan State Police thoroughly searched the school and secured the campus while school administrators reviewed security camera footage. This morning, the state police deployed an explosive detection canine and found nothing in the search. At 10:15, police deemed all buildings safe, but administrators still canceled all after-school activities, athletic practices, and games for the evening. Classes will resume tomorrow with an increased law enforcement presence in and around the school, and counselors will be on hand to discuss the situation with students. The investigation remains ongoing. A Wilson man has been sentenced to probation and jail time on charges stemming from a traffic stop last February. Tristan Haffaday was one of two men arrested after being pulled over with nearly 200 grams of cocaine, more than 100 grams of fentanyl, ecstasy, ketamine, and other drugs. In November, Haffaday pled guilty to 2 counts of delivering controlled substances and 1 count of carrying a concealed weapon. Today, he was sentenced to 3 years of probation and 11 months in the Delta County Jail. The sentencing followed recommendations from the Michigan Department of Corrections, which cited that before last February, his record included no felonies and 1 misdemeanor. An investigator also noted that since his arrest, Haffaday has taken steps towards rehabilitation, like checking into a sober living facility and attending counseling and behavioral health sessions. The Ishpeming City Council held a special meeting this afternoon to become more familiar with how brownfield redevelopment can be used to increase housing stock in the city. The council heard from members of the Marquette County Brownfield Redevelopment Authority, who explained the process for developing much-needed housing in the downtown and in residential areas. The authority's presentation included ways to fund redevelopment, guidelines for receiving grant money, and also identified several properties that would be good candidates for brownfield funding.
We really wanted to make sure they knew kind of the programs before a developer comes forward, because then otherwise we got to spend time speaking about the plan and also speak about how can we get this done. So now they have the information about how to get the grants.
Michigan's 2023 brownfield law expansion now allows using brownfield tax increment financing for housing development and other mixed-use projects. Some experts are warning that recent U.S. policy changes could set back decades of progress in the global fight against HIV. Earlier this year, the Trump administration paused foreign aid funding, including support for the Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, a program credited with saving more than 26 million lives worldwide. Although some funding has since resumed, public health researchers say the program is now significantly scaled back and leaves many vulnerable populations without care. Advocates in the field say the damage cannot quickly be undone.
It is 20 years of infrastructure that was just destroyed overnight, right? And you can't rebuild that in a day.
We'll have more about the federal cuts and how they've impacted HIV treatments globally tonight at 11:10 Central. Your first warning weather forecast is after the break. Plus, the Department of Justice is threatening a criminal indictment over the Federal Reserve's building renovations. And later, Jim Koski is here for Life in the 906. He'll give us his take on winter in the UP. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Survivor 50, the greatest adventure on television. We chose you, and all we want is everything. Never done a season like this.
Now I see Zach Brown on Survivor. It's a Billie Eilish boomerang idol. Jimmy Fallon may decide my fate in this game. I brought a briefcase.
Survivor 50 is coming. Light your torch, CBS, February 25th.
Buckle's Party Store. It's where the party starts in Calumet with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brewed beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckle's Party Store in Calumet. It's where the party starts for everyone.
Do you wonder if playing the same Michigan lottery numbers over and over again improves your odds to win? That's actually a myth. You see, every set of numbers always has the same chance of winning, because every drawing is random. Previous results have no effect on future drawings. So know the facts. If it stops being a game, call the helpline or visit our website. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
Watch the Medical Minute, Thursdays at 6 and 11, only on 19 News. Brought to you by OSF Healthcare.
You're watching home to CBS Mornings, WZMQ 19.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
It's Shunk's store-wide clearance. It's that time of year when we clear out our showrooms. Big discounts on hundreds of items. In our Smith Brothers showroom, there's a large selection of sofas, love seats, and chairs, and recliners that have to be cleared out. There's big discounts on Flexsteel leather reclining furniture, too. Get 57% off this group. You'll save on Amish dining room in oak, maple, or cherry. Quality that will last a lifetime. It's Shunk's store-wide clearance with 2 stores to shop, hundreds of specially tagged items. Shop Shunk's in Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
Welcome back. It's the start of a new week. Things are really nice and calm for us to head through the evening. There is going to be a system that moves through it, but it holds off for later tonight, kind of the overnight. So if you are looking to get out and about at all, things should be all good. At least no fresh snow to add on to anything. So we're nice and clear here. Starting off the week on the above average temperature side of things, 36 degrees. The average is 22. This is kind of the coldest time of the year. So we will take any time that we get to be above average. And overall, I would say that's comfortable, even though it's just a few degrees above freezing. Here's your first morning weather futurecast. This winter system that's going to move through in the overnight, it is going to be fairly quick, but there are some issues with potential freezing rain, especially around that 3-4 a.m. time for us in Marquette. Anytime you get that mixing of competing temperatures where it's slightly above freezing and then slightly below, you get that area of possible ice, freezing rain accumulation, and then right behind that is going to follow some snow. So it will be still cold enough for that ice to stay and stick on the ground. So please watch out for tomorrow morning, because the system will linger into that commute time tomorrow, or the kiddos out at the bus stop might be slippery just for them to walk. So everyone needs to be walking and driving a little bit slower for tomorrow. And then the snow continues for your Tuesday night, and then we really just get into a time where the lake effect snow continues, and we could have some moderate accumulation, especially because now we're seeing the snow continuing all the way till Wednesday evening. This is that potential future ice. Again, I always say this, I know the numbers don't look like a lot, but this is 5/100ths of an inch and 4/100ths of an inch that are possible, especially into southern portions here, even for us into Marquette. 3/100ths of an inch, that's a glazing of ice that's possible because of the system overnight. So that means when you start your day tomorrow morning, there could be ice on the road. So that's what we have to watch out for. But then when the ice clears and then we get the snow behind it, we're going to have a winter weather advisory that will kick into play Tuesday night and last through Wednesday afternoon. And so the temperatures are going to drop. We have to deal with ice first and then snow right behind it. And this does point to potentially some moderate accumulation of some snow. So I'll put on that a little bit of a system that moves through and then some snow behind it for tomorrow. And things should stay about an inch or less for most of us. And then you tack on that lake effect snow that will likely continue for most of the evening on Tuesday, continuing on Wednesday, and maybe up to about 5 inches or so. But again, that's for now and over a few days. So I think as long as we're spacing out the time, we can kind of handle that, right? We're used to the snow at this point in the year and just in our life in general if you've lived here for a long time. The snow, you can see that it does shoot up right to that probable range for this system that moves through. It does have snow to it, but remember there's that icy component in there as well. And then we're going to be staying kind of that scattered to likely range for most of the day for that winter weather advisory to kick into play. So drive slowly for tomorrow, and then temperatures drop way down to the 20s and the teens, so another cold surge to take us through most of the week.
All right, Kelly, thank you again. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell says the Department of Justice served the central bank with subpoenas and threatened a criminal indictment over his testimony about the Fed's building renovations. Powell says this unprecedented action should be seen in the broader context of the administration's threats and ongoing pressure. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp now joins us live. Rachel, good evening. What are you hearing?
Well, good evening, Kevin. So I'm hearing that members on both sides of the aisle are questioning this investigation. And really what I'm hearing is that a lot of them are sharing their concerns and are worried about how this investigation could potentially hurt the Federal Reserve's and the Justice Department's independence.
On Friday, the Department of Justice served the Federal Reserve with grand jury subpoenas, threatening a criminal indictment related to my testimony before the Senate Banking Committee last June.
In a brief video message released by Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, the subpoenas relate to Powell's testimony before the Senate Banking Committee last summer regarding the Fed's $2.5 billion renovation of office buildings. President Donald Trump has criticized the renovation project and has aired his frustrations with the central bank for not cutting interest rates as sharply as he prefers. In the video, Powell describes the threat of charges against him as simple pretexts to erode the independence of the Federal Reserve.
The threat of criminal charges is a consequence of the Federal Reserve setting interest rates based on our best assessment of what will serve the public, rather than following the preferences of the president. This is about whether the Fed will be able to continue to set interest rates based on evidence and economic conditions, or whether instead monetary policy will be directed by political pressure or intimidation.
There's mixed reaction on the Hill. New York Democratic Senator Kirsten Gillibrand released a statement saying in part, quote, "A government that demands blind obedience through punishment is the hallmark of authoritarian regimes, not America," end quote. She urges her colleagues to stand for the independence of our justice system and the Federal Reserve to protect our economy and the American people. When the Speaker was asked if the DOJ's probe into Powell compromised the credibility and independence of the DOJ, the Speaker replied, "Of course not."
They're doing their job. I mean, if the investigation is warranted, then they have to play that out. We'll see what happens. The allegation is serious, so we'll see.
Now, Kevin, Powell's term as chair will end in just a few months, but he will continue in his seat as a member of the Board of Governors through 2028. We did reach out to the DOJ on this, but we did not hear back. The White House said that the president did not ask the DOJ to launch this investigation. Kevin, back to you.
Rachel, thank you very much as always. And coming up next on Insights, we're joined by the Executive Director of the United Way of Marquette County to talk about some upcoming volunteer opportunities. That conversation's 2 minutes.
I want to know what's going on in the world. I'm Tony. You can't do that if you're just sitting in a chair reading about what other people have found. What do you think of that? Why? There are big questions that all of us are asking. I want to get you the answers. How are you? I'm Tony DeCopel. Join me on the CBS Evening News.
All stock ceiling fans are on sale, plus a $10 rebate at Menards. Upgrade your home with a quick install ceiling fan. They're loaded with features designed to save you time during installation. This quick install Dublin ceiling fan is $69.99 after rebate. We carry the largest selection of in-stock Hunter ceiling fans. This large room Allendale ceiling fan is available in 3 finishes, now $119.99 after rebate. Plus, get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag.
Save big money at Menards. You've put up with your old shower for too long. It's outdated, unsafe, and it's time to replace it. But why struggle with a lengthy shower remodel when Jacuzzi can do it in just one day? And there's no need to break a sweat or your budget. Right now, we're waiving all installation costs, plus offering 0 interest and 0 payments for up to 1 year. So you can finally convert your old bath to a safer, easy entry shower, complete with a custom seat, grab bars, and slip-resistant floor installed in 1 day.
My overall experience with Jacuzzi has been wonderful. Everything was customized to the way I wanted it for the price that I wanted to pay.
I've had a great experience from start to finish.
Don't take matters into your own hands. Do it the smart way. Give Jacuzzi Bath Remodel a call.
There are only weeks remaining during our limited time offer. We're waiving all installation costs and offering no interest and no payments for up to 1 year. Go to jacuzzibathremodel.com or call 800-990-3162.
Who will be there when the final whistle blows or the final votes have been cast? Will you? Start a career in the broadcasting industry. Be there. Go to BeThereMichigan.com.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. The holiday giving season may be over, but there are still plenty of opportunities to give back to your community. Joining us for our monthly check-in is Executive Director of the United Way of Marquette County, Andrew Rickower. Andrew, good to see you, my friend.
Happy to be back.
All right, glad to have you back. And just tell us how the holidays were for you.
Yeah, so it was busy holiday time. People really stepped up to help out either with the giving tree, delivering meals, adopting a family. So things really went well. It was great to see so many people in the community stepping up to help everybody else.
Definitely. Would you be able to put an estimate on the number of volunteers at all, Andrew?
I have not calculated yet over the holiday season, but last year for 2025, we saw almost a 10% increase in volunteerism year over year. So
excellent.
It's tremendous.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad it all went well. But we have some more things coming up, mainly the UP 200, which I know we're all excited for, as long as the snow holds up.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But what kind of opportunities are available there?
Yeah, so we've got some big opportunities coming up. The UP 200, that's primarily 100% volunteer driven. And that event alone is looking for almost 800 volunteer hours, just doing road crossings, setting up the start line, finish line, working the checkpoints, just making sure the teams and the dogs are in good shape and healthy. It just takes a tremendous volunteer team really throughout the entire race course and multiple days.
Right, and it's probably one of the better things you can volunteer for too. It's the UP 200, right?
Yeah, it's a great way to see how the event happens and what it takes, and to get up close to the dogs, and the mushers, and the teams are always very happy to share, the experiences and teach you more about mushing and care for the dog. So just a really great opportunity to learn more and feed that urge to to get on a sled and go run with some dogs.
Definitely. So as far as you mentioned, it is 100% volunteer driven. Just how much work goes into helping putting this on?
So there's a lot of behind the scenes volunteerism, and that's really what's taking place now. Just organizing the event, getting the teams situated, a lot of trail work. That's over 200 miles just to maintain the trails and get that all safe. But then really what we're looking for, no qualifications, just for the weekend, just getting things set up. And it's anybody can do it. So just a great opportunity.
Are these opportunities spread out throughout the area at all, or is there a main kind of home base?
Most of it takes place in Marquette, but it is spread out throughout the entire course. There are some things inside, so if you don't like the winter, shame on you. But yeah, you can do some things at the race headquarters inside with, just answering questions for visitors, spectators, selling merchandise, and that sort of thing too.
Definitely. All right. So you got the UP 200. Anything else coming up, Andrew?
Another big thing is the Cayman and Ski Marathon.
Of course.
Another volunteer-driven event. Between those two events alone, looking for over 1,500 volunteers. And that's another thing that you can be outside, you can be on the course, road crossing, getting the trail prepped. You can also be inside, looking for a lot of volunteers inside, helping the skiers get their race gear and either before the race or after.
Good stuff. And I assume you can find all the details on these opportunities at upersunited.com.
Yep.
All right.
All of these and more.
Good stuff. All right, Andrew, thank you again. Always good to see you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And Jim Koski is next with your Life in the 906. And later classes are back in session at NMU, and students are diving into a fresh semester. We'll be back in just about a couple minutes.
Good evening. Tonight, investigators search for answers after a suspected arson attack on the only synagogue in Jackson, Mississippi. Our Jason Allen will have a report from the scene. And tonight, an arrest in the murder of an Ohio dentist and his wife. What we're learning about the suspect's first court appearance. That's ahead on the CBS Evening News.
It's time to clear out the showroom for Kirkish Furniture's January clearance sale. Find year-end savings in every department all month long. Furniture, mattresses, appliances, and flooring. Shop Kirkish Furniture's January clearance sale while supplies last.
New CBS February 23rd.
Have you ever told a lie?
Are you serious? Isn't lying part of the job description of CIA? My partner can be a little by the book. FBI, open up! You guys work in the open, we work in the shadows. We both do it to keep our country safe. Exactly. Nice work, partner.
CIA. The mission begins CBS Monday, February 23rd.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
There's no looking back.
Don't look back.
I wasn't really looking back, just remembering back.
Remember back with the Rifleman
on WZMQ MeTV.
Looking for your next level in real estate? Look no further than Next Home Superior Living. Stephanie's not just any realtor. She's energetic, talented, equipped with the latest technology, and decades of experience to serve you better. At Next Home Superior Living, we're not just selling homes. We're guiding clients and customers throughout the entire transaction. That's Stephanie Jones of Next Home. Visit stephaniesells.com and let her work with you for your next home. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose Next Home Superior Living for your extraordinary real estate journey.
Welcome back, everyone, and welcome back, Mr. Jim Koski. Good to see you again, sir. What do you have for us today?
Well, you know what, Kevin? I was out running in the slush Saturday morning, trying to stay upright on icy streets. And that reminds you just how wonderful of a place, by the way, the UP can be in the winter, he says sarcastically. But it served a purpose. When I run, my mind wanders, and my mind started to come up with answers. No questions, mind you, just answers. So when I got home from running, in one piece, I might add, I wrote them down, and all of a sudden, those answers had questions. For instance, the first answer that popped into my head was, very poorly. And I'm thinking the question it's related to might be, how do most UP residents spell Tequamanon? The next answer was queasy, if not nauseous. And I'm pretty sure that answers the question, how did Packer fans feel late Saturday night? Another answer was an ice shanty the size of my apartment. And it's pretty obvious the question that one answers is, what's the first thing a Uper buys after winning the lottery? There was also the answer, 8 months and 3 weekends. The question, respectively, how long are UP winters and summers? The next answer, well, that answer would be this. The question, of course, being, name one person in the UP who has yet to try a pasty. And the final answer that came into my head while running, a swirling vortex, a gateway to another dimension where time slows down, reality implodes upon itself, and every single human who enters comes out a changed being. The question? What's it like to drive on the Scenic Stretch? When you go running on a UP winter day, your mind focuses on things like that. If you're curious, give it a try. Just make sure you don't kill yourself slipping on the ice. I'm Jim Koski, and that's another slice of life in the 906.
Jim, thank you very much. I have a couple bones to pick with you just off the bat. That is a terrible picture of me. We're using another one next time. Don't throw it up again.
No, that's the best picture of you I have seen, except for maybe the one of you in the cowboy hat.
Oh, just earlier that I showed you?
Yeah.
We should have used that one. And Jim, I didn't notice this earlier, but you said the answer is this, and it was a picture of me like I'm not a person or something.
Okay, the answer is Kevin?
Wow, that was pretty good timing. Well done, Ken. Jim, thank you very much, sir. And don't forget to join Jim weekday afternoons on Q107 WMQT. Classes at Northern Michigan University are back in session. Today began the 2026 winter semester, welcoming students as they return to campus after a month-long Christmas break. Wildcats say they're sharing the excitement to be back for the second half of the school year, starting strong in new courses and making time to catch up with friends.
I have came back and met so many people that I've seen from last semester, get to see them again, talk to people. I have some really intriguing classes along with some really good professors. Honestly, I'm just so excited because it's a great environment.
The new semester also comes with a major update at the university with the completion and reopening of NMU's library facility, the Elizabeth and Edgar Hardin Hall. After roughly 2 years of renovations, the building features all new study rooms and lounge areas, a new floor of classrooms, NMU archives, and an accumulation of all campus tutoring services into one location. Staff say these changes will enhance student engagement and bring more ease of access into the center of campus.
We took a lot of time and effort when we were working with the architects to make this a very student-focused and student-centered space. And so it's really thrilling to see people already, snuggling into the study rooms and using the resources that we have in the building.
The university will hold an official ribbon-cutting ceremony for the new building on February 12th. Now don't go away. When we come back, final look at weather.
Hard Rock is a name built to last. Michigan knows something about that. The Hard Rock Bet Casino app, that's built on trust too. So what you see when you sign up is actually what you get.
Don't believe it? Try the app yourself. If you're not up after 24 hours playing slots, then you get up to $1,000 back to play again.
Plus, you get 200 bonus spins to play Huff and More Puff. Wins paid in cash. No catch.
Hard Rock Bet Casino is here, Michigan. Roll with us.
Download the Hard Rock Bet Casino app today.
Get in the game at Connery Sports in Iron Mountain. Our newly expanded storefront is packed full of sports cards, memorabilia, and the latest sports apparel. Whether you're chasing Pokemon cards for the kids or seeking one-of-a-kind collectibles and vintage gems, our expanded space has something for everyone. If you're a diehard fan or just starting your collection, Connery Sports supplies everything you need to fuel your sports passion. Swing by today at 617 North Stevenson Avenue for something to rep your favorite team. I'm ready.
Let's do it. We are on there with Count Ben. Inside his news show.
Your character is like very business savvy. Are you like that in real life?
Not only am I not like that in real life at all, I'm just terrible at math.
I hate math too, and I'm not even gonna try to like it. Plus Arden Cho from K-pop Demon Hunters. You sing really well. You're too kind. You gotta come back on here and sing. I would die. You guys heard that, right?
The Kelly Clarkson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ CBS.
January is custom month at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette. Whether we're starting from scratch or recreating a new piece from some old or sentimental jewelry, we'll help you create your own one-of-a-kind perfect design. In January, we'll waive our $395 design fee. You imagine it, we'll create it. Custom month at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette.
Richardson Jewelers.
Final
quick check of your forecast to take you through this evening and get ready for tomorrow. Things are looking good right now, but overnight we are expecting a little bit of a system to move on through. There's going to be some icy, freezing rain, wet snowflakes associated with this, and then once we get to that morning commute time, it's going to be snow. So please take it slow walking and driving for tomorrow morning because it's going to be icy with some more lake effect snow and colder temperatures to follow for most of the week.
Kelly, thank you again. And finally tonight, a nationwide footwear retailer is keeping America's service members and veterans warm this winter. In November and December, Shoe Sensation held its annual Socks for Troops campaign. The Escanaba store collected the third highest number of socks in the company, bringing in nearly 3,700 pairs. Now the Bay Denoc Lions Club is distributing those socks to local veterans and active duty units.
There's people who actually do come in year after year and they'll say, take this 100 and put it towards the Socks for Troops. They want to give back to people who have served. It's gotten bigger and bigger.
It's nice to see the community step up and show their support for the veterans and get involved in community activities. We're all in this together.
And that's all the time we have for right now, everyone. We'll catch you back here later tonight.
Good to be with you. I'm Tony DeCopel in Denver. The breaking news right now. The unprecedented political